Being like, I always hear the stories like I needed these pills and these drinks to go to sleep at night. To wake up.
Not only the travel, but what you're putting your body through, night in, night out.
I wonder what the money though is. Well,
it doesn't seem to last.
Well, what do you think about like wrestlers now, like Cody Rhodes and like Damian Sandow? What do you think their careers to them are going to be like? Well, they're like, I want a job right now, and hopefully I get a chance.
Yeah, I mean, like we were talking about before, hopefully these guys have some kind of perspective like, hey, I might not be doing this for the rest of my life. Make some money now, put it away, have a plan for when I get out of here.
So when they're home, injured for 9 months, are they getting paid, you think?
No.
No?
I wouldn't think so. I mean, they're independent contractors. They're not like employees. Like, I'm pretty sure they sign on for a specified amount of time, and they have a contract and certain requirements that they need to fulfill.
So that bus Big Show drives around in, they got paint on SmackDown last week, that bus he paid for?
Well, does he really have a bus, or is that part of the story?
I think a lot of them have buses. CM Punk has a bus, because they don't want
it's a better way to travel.
Right. They're cramped. You wrestled all night, and your muscles are all cramped, and you put in this little airplane.
I would think they pay for that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's my rudimentary understanding of how the business works. I mean, I don't really know. I'll put that out there. I don't really know, Steve.
All right. Well, I'm asking you, Ben.
Other big story that was all the buzz on the internet this week is the Olympics getting rid of wrestling.
Dude, I heard in Kurt Angle.
Oh, yeah.
He went ballistic.
I wouldn't want Kurt Angle mad at me.
He went crazy. I recall reading a couple articles. Actually, I watched on TNA, on Impact Wrestling, on Thursday night. They had like a phone interview with him because they had episodes taped in London. So they had like a Kurt Angle on air being like, listen, I'll do anything with TNA to get this done. So once you push Kurt Angle, he's going to come at you. And I think he's going to be like, you don't want him in your face. He'll be putting people in ankle locks inside the Olympics.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't watch Olympic wrestling. But I don't watch a lot of Olympic events. I don't watch walking. I don't watch badminton. I don't watch ping pong.
Right, so how are those kept, but wrestling isn't?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of talking about the IOC being corrupt and all that, getting paid off. I mean, because I guess they added golf. Like, golf's going to be a new event, I think, at the next
of course.
Olympics.
Of course.
Think about all the money in golf,
so
all the endorsements, all the people are going to be watching. I mean, it's more of a spectator sport than wrestling. But with that said, I think you get rid of badminton. I think you get rid of walking before you get rid of wrestling. I mean, that is the Olympics. I mean, that's like getting rid of the 100-meter dash. I mean, it
just because you can get rid of it doesn't mean you should.
I think people watch it. I mean, I think people that are into it, people that enjoy collegiate wrestling, but your average, Olympic watcher, they're not watching wrestling.
No.
But maybe they will now. So maybe this could be the best thing that ever happened for Olympic wrestling, because they're not technically out yet.
Okay.
There's still going to be another vote. Wrestling still could get in. It's just not going to be one of the core sports that's like absolutely in there. So I think there's going to be a big blowback, and a lot of people pissed off, like, hey, you're getting rid of wrestling? And then like me being like, I never actually really watched it. But if we fought for it and it's there, bet your ass I'm going to be watching it.
Right. That's true too. Yeah, because now it's like, well, now I could have lost not seeing it. Now I have to see it.
Exactly.
Ooh, creating a buzz. I like it.
I think so.
We're going off air right now. No. That means you'll want us more. But I bet you $1 million you get, like, everyone will come forward. Everyone, like Steve Austin, The Rock, people who don't even are involved with that situation will come forward and be like, they'll see those campaigns like, I'm a wrestler.
Yeah.
And they'll be having these big, Olympic fights. Oh, my God, Vince McMahon. I imagine. So, there we go. Money on WWT.com at noon. Vince McMahon's going to have a big announcement streaming live on their website. $1 million is like an Olympics joke. Like, I'll put on my own wrestling Olympics.
There you go.
That'd be cool, but I assume he's going to announce where WrestleMania 30 is going to be.
Right. Which they're saying is what, the Superdome?
Yes. So that's smart money. Like a big arena.
Yep.
I really hope when we go to WrestleMania, though, it's not
that's WrestleMania
snowing.
32, though.
Yeah.
Not 32, but WrestleMania 30. Like,
30,
it's going to be a big one. So it's fitting that it be at the Superdome, where so many Super Bowls and other big events have been at. Makes a lot of sense. First time they've been there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, indeedy. But let's move on to SmackDown. But we actually, you know what? We even cover a little bit of The Rock's interview that happened on Monday Night Raw when CM Punk came down and pretty much lit a SmackDown on The Rock.
Yeah.
One thing The Rock said, and CM Punk and Paul Heyman reacted the way I love how they react, being like, "Are you kidding me? You just said that." The Rock said, "The last time we saw you, you were in the ring reenacting a love scene from Twilight."
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one, Rock.
Yeah, that's kind of like John Cena quality.
Yeah. And if I can find my notes, The Rock, every time CM Punk throws a real jab at him, The Rock repeats himself. It's like he kept saying, CM Punk, you said, CM Punk, you said, CM Punk, and he's not doing it as like a catchphrase. He's doing it because he can't think of something to say next.
Yeah.
He'd be like, Cookie Puss.
He's been out of the game. I mean, he's been in Hollywood. He's been reading scripts. He's been doing interviews with like Jay Leno and stuff. He hasn't been in the ring like
Since Royal Rumble.
battling a guy verbally like he used to. I mean, that's a skill that takes time to develop. I think he's got as much ring rust in his promos as he would in the ring.
He's like,
Didn't he tell
G.I. Joe.
Didn't he tell some crazy story about a crackhead too?
Yeah, he told CM Punk that he looked like a crackhead.
Yeah.
So really PG, Rock. Thanks.
Well, yeah.
And a little boy, what's a crackhead, mommy? Well, son, I used to be one.
Well, you got to educate the kids early so they don't become like crackheads.
Yeah, like when Kurt Angle used to hand out condoms when he first showed up.
Kurt Angle was awesome when he first showed up.
And he gave out lollipops.
Like, yeah.
I'm like, listen, if you want to suck on something, suck on this, and he hands you a lollipop.
Yeah. I miss Kurt Angle.
I always miss Kurt Angle. But some people like Jack Swagger remind me of Kurt Angle, but
no, he doesn't have that same
intensity,
that same charisma.
The Big Show has some charisma with his amazing interview on Raw where he said absolutely nothing, and Del Rio later was like, he actually said, it's like, Big Show, that was the best promo you've ever had in your life.
Well, yeah, and he punched out Matt Stryker, which I think we were all.
Oh, well, that was my favorite. I tweeted that, and he also
someone tweeted out like, "How am I supposed to like have heat on Big Show if he's punching out Matt Stryker?" Same thing with Cesaro, like beating up the Miz. I mean, I think he's getting over as a face doing that.
Right, slowly.
Yeah, like because everyone's saying like,
well, the grown men feel that way. I feel
right,
not children. They're like the Miz.
Yeah,
and he came down on he fought on SmackDown against Cody Rhodes again. Poor Cody, Rhodes losing.
Jobbing.
But Miz had like the big padding and the tape all around his body. So it's like, what happened to you?
Well, he was getting slammed up against the barrier.
He looks like a little kid did his,